Hello everyone and welcome back to Gabriel Night, Sins of the Fathers, by which we shall be judged. It is currently day 3. We received from Grace the phone book page with the numbers of the several Casino that she found.
Times dated June 20th, 1993. Gabriel scans over an uninteresting front page. Under the cultural events section, there's a notice about a lecture on African religions. The lecture is at Tulane University. Gabriel's horoscope for the day. An evil eye is upon you. Change your course before it's too late.
Lighten up.
Right, so clearly there is going to be, we're going to have to go to the university to listen to the lecture on African religions. So the French Quarter with a Spanish twist. The French Quarter, New Orleans' oldest and most famous neighborhood, is most known for the raucous party atmosphere of Mardi Gras. But the quarter is far more than a week of beads and bourbon. Founded in 1718 by Jean-Baptiste Lemoyne de Bienville, it was the original center of the city. Despite its name, much of the architecture is influenced by Spain, after many of the more French-influenced structures were destroyed in the Great New Orleans Fire of 1788. Right. Let us talk further to Grace.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Messages.
Do you have
Nope.
messages for me?
Your pal Mosley called. He left a message that they are interrogating a suspect this morning, and you might want to be there.
Sounds fun.
I bet.
Okay, so we've got 2 clear, well, 3 clear places we need to go. First, we must make use of the... Okay, so I can see that there are 4 Casino. We know nothing about the Casino. Oh, there's also See the World Travel Agency, which is, you know, of course, always nice. Cancer, Canker, Cauliflower, Canoa, yeah, also a Cajun Critters Veterinary Clinic, specialising in canine care, at 5550170. It might be best to go a roundabout way then. So 5550170, was it?
Cajun Critters Animal
Yep.
Clinic. This is Melissa.
Actually, before we progress any further, I'm just going to acquire some paper and a pen for note keeping. The charm of older kind of adventure games is that you sometimes do need your own notation devices.
Do you have a Madame Casino as a client?
Madam Casino? Sure, I know her. She's not here right now, though.
Really? She told me she'd be there. Would you happen to have her address by any chance?
Yes, but I'm not sure I should give it out. Who are you again?
She's my aunt.
She's my aunt, and I've sort of lost touch.
I'm sorry, but I don't feel right about giving her address out. Goodbye.
Okay, so we're gonna have to redial, so 5550170 dial.
Cajun Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
I really...
I just don't know. Why did you need it again?
It's good that they forget what you need.
She's won a major prize.
I really don't think I can. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough, I suppose. Can't be helped. So, okay, let's have another look at the phone book.
Somewhere there's a
Okay, so let's mark down the number of the vet, which is 5550170. Then the various casino. So 5550127, 5550122, to 8 and 23. Okay, let's have a quick dial to each of those numbers. No, I don't care about... thank you. No, don't want to do anything with Gabriel. I want to do things with the phone. So 5550127.
Hello.
Is this the Casino residence?
Yes. What can I do for you?
Do you or does anyone in your family patronize the Dixieland drugstore?
I'm a busy man.
Nothing.
Good. Goodbye.
Okay, so not that. Clearly it can't be the first one. Alright, 5550122. And dial.
Hi, Casanau residence.
Hi. I was wondering if you could help me.
Yeah?
A woman in the Dixieland drugstore dropped her purse today, and the name Casino was inside it.
Dixieland drugstore? Never heard of it. Sorry.
Okay, well it's a good that you have a different life for every situation. 0128.
Hello?
Hello, I'm calling from the Dixieland drugstore. We have an order for you.
Castro, be quiet. Who is this?
I'm a friend of the owner.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
Aha, okay. So now what we've got is, we know what the which one of the Casinos is the right one, but we also know that she has a dog by the name of Castro. So maybe there's a way we can use that to leverage the vet. Interesting, isn't it? We're going on an adventure of, well, morally kind of bankrupt nature, but you know.
Critters Animal Clinic. This is Melissa.
About Madame Casino, I really need to get her address.
I just don't know. Why did you need it again?
I'm worried about Castro. He's missed 3 dance lessons.
Castro? Her little doggy? Oh, he's so sweet. Well, I guess if you know Castro, it's okay. Her address is 345 Dauphine.
Thanks.
Okay, now, here's a good moment for a lesson. If a strange man ever calls you up and, you know, claims to know your dog, or claims to know the dog of your friend, you still need to, you know, find out what the point is. You know, fucking, even Hitler liked animals, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm not making any weird comments, but, you know, just maybe dig a little deeper. You can't just go with, oh, well, they like animals, surely they must be okay. No. And the Casino residence is marked with the face of a little dog. Right, let's go to the greater map and... Okay, so there we've got Tulane University. Right. But as always, let's start the day with a trip to the police station. Oh, the drummer bloke's out here. Grand.
Can I bother you again, officer?
What is it this time?
Cabaret Sankar?
Do you know what Capli Sankal means?
No. Sounds foreign or something.
Don't it just... Okay, can we just go through the gate then? Are we by this point permitted to just enter? Oh, we are! How good, how good. Mostly.
You! Give me back my badge! Now, Knight!
Sure. Thanks for letting me borrow it.
Yeah? You borrow it again in your history. Now, about today. Glad you made it. It'll give you a feel for how I am in action. You know, handling suspects, that sort of thing.
I'm sure it'll be invigorating. Who is this guy, anyway?
Calls himself Crash. He's been an informant for us before, mostly helping us bust small-time pimps and dealers trying to break into the territory. He's been staying invisible during these murders, but we picked him up this morning at Jackson Square pushing coke. He knows something. Call it detective's instinct.
Detective's instinct. Got it.
All right, Crash. I want to hear about these murders. Have you been present at the so-called voodoo rituals?
I don't know nothing. All right, I told you.
Come on now. You can tell me.
Seems to be a case of, you know, picking up a pasty white guy who looks a little bit suspicious.
You gotta let me go.
Well, not just a little bit though.
No one knows you're here. The men who picked you up were in plain clothes.
Plain clothes? Like you could fool them. They know I'm here. They've got ears all over the city. They know everything.
Who are they, Crash? Are they the ones doing the murders?
Let me go.
If you're so worried about being detained, start talking. You tell me what I want to hear, and maybe I can get you into the witness protection program. But you gotta earn it.
Witness protection? Are you crazy? Oh, don't make me laugh. Oh, Jesus, just let me out of here.
Oh, come on. Who's behind these murders, Crash? Why are the victims all members of the underworld?
Oh, by now they know I'm here. It's different when I'm supposed to come here. Oh, if I can send a message. Yeah, tell them I didn't say nothing.
Christ, he's freaking useless. Just take him back to detaining, would you, Tony? I'll tell you, times like this, I'd kill for truth serum. Damn civil rights.
Can I quote you on that?
Huh? Hell no. Damn, we can only keep him for 24 hours. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have to let him go. Sorry it wasn't more exciting. You know, for the book, I mean. Hey, maybe you could punch it up some. You know,
wait, tomorrow morning you're gonna have to let him go. I know that you can only detain someone for 24 hours without cause, but your guys picked him up for pushing coke at Jackson Square, so that's still at least a possession, and well, that's possession and dealing, which means in America, you know, you are going to get judged too, you know, quite gladly probably. I mean, this was the game set in 1993, so I'm still trying to figure out who the president was back then for the Americans. Anyway, it doesn't really matter because ever since Nixon, really, the whole thing was kind of pushed into quite high gear, and
Can I ask you about some stuff?
if it's coke,
You're the writer.
that means that
Great.
it probably kind of, you know, came from south, from Mexico, probably originally from Colombia, which would mean that there would be a crackdown on coke due to the fact that kind of the political situation moved towards.
Does the phrase Capri Sanko mean anything to you?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
Well, it's good that
Fair enough.
it's good that you admit that. I'm going to put that in the book. Microwave.
Well, I'll be seeing you.
Have a good one.
Okay, so we've witnessed the slightly weird interrogation. So actually, Madame Casano's building does look very very Spanish. Kind of Spanish influenced.
Who is it?
Land shark.
Land shark.
You are no Bill Murray.
There you have it. I am no Bill Murray. Okay, so we still need something to get in there. But for now, let us visit Tulane University and catch that lecture on voodoo.
It looks like the lecture is just starting.
Oh, what luck. Oh, it's Buff Dude and Tits McGee from the park. I think at least the Buff Dude is.
Resides an entire body of distinct tribal belief systems. The word voodoo may sound familiar to you. What is known in the States as voodoo is actually an amalgamation of African religious systems, voodoo, and European religions, primarily Catholicism. All of these subcults of African voodoo have certain things in common. The most important is the worship of a pantheon of spirits, instead of the single deity that the Christian and Muslim systems have. Some of these spirits are elementals.
So
Some
they are
relate to
polytheistic
specific
instead of
castes or
being
places.
monotheistic.
Some represent important tribal leaders who have died. This spirit worship is what makes voodoo so easily adaptable. With all these spirits, it's no problem to add a few more. Say, for example, the Virgin Mary. At the height of tribal Africa, warfare was common. One tribe would conquer another, and the Loa, important in the conqueror's tribal system, would be adopted readily into the conquered tribe's Loa pantheon. In this way, many of the voodoo cults spread and mingled throughout tribal Africa, enriching the belief system and causing innumerable offshoots. The basis for the voodoo religion seems to be as old as man himself. It has much in common with many early pagan practices: animal totems, sympathetic magic, elemental spirits in the trees, the heavens, the bodies of the sick. Africa is believed by many to be the cradle of the human race. Some of the voodoo Loa may be as old as the Garden of Eden itself. We still can't explain some of the real power of these primal religions. And note, I said primal, not primitive. There are African Bokors who baffle our scientists with their supernatural powers. Now, let's discuss the elements of voodoo.
Fascinating guy.
In voodoo, the spirits are called the Loa. During a voodoo ceremony, celebrants are possessed by the Loa. This is called being ridden. The human worshipper is seen as a horse, and the Loa as the divine horseman. A person being ridden by a Loa takes on the characteristics of that spirit and becomes, in effect, merely a vessel for the more powerful entity. Some of the older original Africa Loa include Dambala, the great serpent god, Ezuli, the mistress of love, Papa Nebo, or Gede, the lord of death, Awe, the spirit of water, Legba, spirit of the crossroads. and the cruelest and most dangerous, Ogun Badagri, the Lord of Destruction.
I gotta get more sleep at night.
Tribe-specific Loa can have as much or more power as the more widely worshipped Loa. For instance, a particular tribe might revere highly the Loa of an ancestor who was a legendary
Interestingly enough,
hunter
we've
or
already
politician.
there's been mentions of Damballa
Their priests,
and
Kors, their priestesses,
God of Death,
Mamaloa.
Gede,
In a Voodoo
Gede,
there's a ritual circle marked by a center pole called a
the
Hotel
very
Meton.
important family, Gede.
During ritual conclaves, initiates dance under the supervision of a Bokor and a Mamaloa, or head priestess. The use of totems, or animal masks and markings, was not uncommon in the original African ceremonies. Now, though, all but the oldest sects have abandoned this practice. Ritual objects used during the conclaves included the ritual gourd, or asan, the ritual knife, or kubasa,
That knife gives me the chills.
the ritual whip, or fouetcache, and the ritual coffin, or seke madule. These items are often optional, called for by the Mamaloa for specific magical rituals. The Mamaloa is the most powerful figure in any Voodoo sect. Voodoo is a truly matriarchal system. Even the Bokor knows his power is limited. The Mamaloa is the supreme woman. She comes out of her house at night, sees many things, and tries to get butterflies, and at night again she sees other things, including fireflies.
Oh, Gabriel. Oh, Gabriel.
Firelight. Gabriel?
What? Can't see.
Gabriel, get in.
Can't. It's too small for me.
You must get in, Gabriel.
It's not mine. Too small.
Hide, Gabriel, hide.
No! Let me out! Help!
Young man, the lecture is over.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Okay, so let's have a bit of a chat with Professor. Oh, and we need to visit the park as well because
Gabriel Knight.
the
You've already
artist should
interrupted
be
sight
done
through
with
my
his
lectures
rendition.
tonight. I hope you have something worthwhile to do here. If you figure it out, let me know.
Do you know what Kapli Sankar means?
Cabri Sancourt? Yes, I do. It's a Haitian term, I believe. It's French, and literally translates as goat without horns.
As in a female goat?
No, as in a human sacrifice. Sacrifices in Voodoo are usually of the animal variety. Chickens, bulls, goats. If the gods demand a goat without horns, it means a human being.
Ah, a bit of the old long pig. Veve.
Do you know anything about Veves?
If you'd taken notes during my lecture...
I know, I'm sorry, I tried.
Tell me about Damballa.
Damballa is one of the major Rada Loa, also known as Damballa Wado. He is an ancient Dahomian rain god, often represented as a large boa constrictor. Damballa is the most powerful and most violent of the Rada Loa. The Rada Loa are typically benevolent, as opposed, say, to the Patrol Loa. He is still worshipped heavily in Haiti, and when Voodoo first started in New Orleans, the early conclaves were reportedly based on the worship of the great zombie, the great serpent Damballa.
Yes, we went over the grey zombie bit, meaning Damballa, in the episode where we went to the Voodoo Museum. I have to say, when, like, okay, now that the head actually moves more, it looks a little bit more natural, but
Tell me more about Damballa.
when talking,
I have extensive
when the
courses
head
in the
just
Loire running
stops,
next semester. Perhaps you should take one of those,
he
Mr. Knight.
does look a little bit like
Tell me about
he's trapped inside his own body.
Ogun Badagri is one of the Patrol Loire. The Patrol Loire are much more violent than the Rada Loire. Some people believe the Patrol Loire originated in Haiti, but I have found some evidence that the Patrol Loire were African as well, though worshipped only by a small voodoo tribe, and a very bloody one.
Interesting. Okay, so
Tell me more about human sacrifice.
It's very rare. Most voodoo practices do not include human sacrifice as a matter of record, but it is theoretically possible, if that's what the gods demand. For example,
naturally,
one of the chants I had translated for me from a Haitian ritual went like this. Mistress Ezuli, come and aid us. If a cock is demanded, we will give it. If a bull will suffice, behold it. But if a goat without horns is required for sacrifice, oh, where will we find one? Ezuli is the gentlest of Loire, so they call on her for mercy. But I have seen grown and powerful Houngan tremble before possession by one of the more violent Loire, such as Papa Nebo. Clearly, they are afraid that something of the sort will be ordered, or that Loire will simply take it for themselves.
okay, so I think a Hungan is like a good priest, like a practitioner of let's say white magic, whereas a Bokor is a practitioner of the darker kind of voodoo. Again, I think, well, it might not be entirely accurate. Would you like to have a bit of a look at the voodoo code?
Can you tell me anything about this?
No, I've never seen those symbols. Therefore, they're probably meaningless.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm never wrong, Mr. Knight. Therefore, sure is not in my vocabulary.
Oh, I understand. Well, let's go to the park and get the thing, the reconstruction, and we'll return to the university to have a bit of a chat with Professor Twat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Is that nothing? Come on, surely there has to be something. Is it nothing? Okay, it's just a red thing. Fair enough. Let's have a bit of a chat with the artist.
How's it going today?
What? Oh, it's only you. Man, I have been jumpy all day. That pattern of yours really freaked me out for some reason.
Yeah, you look a bit grey.
Creepy.
You finished it?
Yeah, and you're welcome to it. Here.
Wow, this is great.
Yeah, just don't, like, blow up the planet with it or something, okay?
I didn't mean to upset you.
Forget it. I'm probably just being stupid. Do your thing with it, and, good luck.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
The booth is a colorful melange. It announces the owner as Madame Lorelei and gives prices for palm readings, $20, crystal ball gazing, $15, and birth charts, $50. Madame Lorelei lounges at the booth, fondling her snake.
I'm looking,
Gabriel leers at the dancer, but she seems to want a more overt demonstration of...
So she prefers money over leers.
Thanks, boys.
How strange.
Madam Lorelei, is it?
What can I do for you, handsome?
That's a nice snake you have there.
Oh, I could say the same of you.
Well, I know where I got mine. Where'd you get yours?
That's personal.
Yeah, Gabriel, you can't go around asking people where they got their snakes.
How's business? I have no time for such dull conversation, darling.
So you say.
How about a reading?
The prices are listed on the sign.
They seem a little steep.
Well, I sometimes do my intimate friends for nothing, but I am a businesswoman.
I'm sure you are.
Well, then move aside, sweetie, but stay where I can look at you, okay?
Right. I wonder if there's anything we could show her. Maybe no. Snake scale? No.
Madam Lorelei seems less approachable when she's behind that booth.
Doesn't she just hum?
Come on, boys, hoopla!
The booth is a color. Madam Lorelei Lounge.
No, she doesn't. She's
not a bad idea.
Ah, so there is an actual grope mechanic.
Baby, I love the way you move.
Madam Lorelei winks knowingly at Gabriel and twitches her hips.
Ooh.
Yep, she wants me.
Yeah, doesn't everyone? Oh, now she's got a scarf that... Yeah, oh dear.
Thanks, boys.
I think this veil belongs to you.
Oh, my veil! I'm always losing those things.
Oh
You
shit! I
have
probably
no
should have.
idea.
Yeah, I should have
Well,
investigated
darling,
it a little
you're
bit.
such a sweetie to return a lady's delicates, and so handsome as well.
Well,
And since you have such a clear interest in fortune telling, let me see your hands. They look so strong. Perhaps they will make both our fortunes clear, no?
I wish something would.
Strong, yes, and yet so delicate and flexible.
You don't know the half of it.
Oh, good. I see a mysterious woman in your immediate future.
Madam Lorelei winks at Gabriel knowingly.
She is a dangerous one, dark and beautiful. Oh, I see the road of your life forking, and very soon.
The blood drains from Madam Lorelei's face in an instant. Sweat beads on her upper lip.
Are you okay?
There are forces. Oh God, beware! Beware!
What is it about me lately?
Oh well, at least we've made progression. Reconstructed Vevey. Oh, Okay, so there, there.
The
No,
reconstructed
here we
Vevey
go.
was done for Gabriel by a technical artist. Gabriel wouldn't mind picking up a few extra bucks by using Madam Lorelei's booth while she's gone.
I think
But
the
he doesn't know how to belly dance.
the kind of the cross at the middle is the symbol of the crossroads, which I think, again, based on my knowledge from Monkey Island, which as you know, I think we can call that qualified, is a powerful kind of symbol in voodoo.
Can you tell me anything about this?
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting. Mind if I copy this?
No,
Be my guest.
for a price.
Great. I'll be right back. Here you go. You know, this is a fascinating veve. You must tell me all about its origin.
Actually, I was hoping you'd tell me. Can you figure out anything about it from the symbols?
Well, some. That's why I wanted a copy. I want to research the design myself.
Have you heard of the voodoo murders?
No, you're kidding. Really? Then the voodoo is authentic. The newspapers are wrong. Boy, are they wrong.
You think this veve is authentic?
Authentic? Mr. Knight, that's like asking if the Mona Lisa is a painting.
Is it though?
Tell you what, I'll look into these symbols myself.
Is it a
and
painting?
see what
It's
I
more
can
of a
learn about the
postcard.
sect that made this. I'll give you a call when I have more information.
I mean, sure, postcards can be paintings too, but you know.
are
Just saying.
associated with the police, aren't you?
No, I'm the murderer.
But I'm undercover. You can contact me at St. George's Bookshop in the quarter.
All right. Now, I'd like to get started on this, if you don't mind.
Not at all. Alright, thank you very much for your help. Let us open a confessional. Yeah, okay, so that's why you kneel down and...
Someone is in that confession.
Oh.
The chancel of St. Louis Cathedral consists of a raised dais, an altar, 2 pedestals, and a choir area.
Couple of flags there
Flags
as
of the
well.
world are displayed from the upper story. A promotion of universal harmony, no doubt. At least the cherub is an aesthetic way of asking for donations.
Yes, the cherub and the
Gabriel might need the goodwill.
massive fire hazard.
Hello, Dr. John.
Glad you could return to us, Mr. Knight.
The voodoo shrine is...
Indeed.
Professor Hartridge called this a Sake Madule.
Okay, so Sake...
Professor Hartridge called this a Sake Madule.
Sake Madule. Okay. I wonder if we can find the whip as well and the stuff. That's a knife.
That knife looks familiar. Probably from Hartridge's slides.
What did he call it? Kabasa?
Cool. Okay, and is that, yeah, that's the whip.
Don't the voodoo call a ritual whip a fouet cache?
And then there was the ritual
That
gourd.
must be in that song.
There we go. Okay, so we've got the actual names of all the voodoo paraphernalia.
Could I ask you some more questions?
Of course. I also find our dialogue stimulating.
Do you know what caprice and call means?
I fear my French is not all it should be, Mr. Knight.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Of course. It is one of the Loa.
Okay. That's it.
Does the name Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
I do not believe so.
Isn't he one of the Loa?
Perhaps. I am not familiar with some of the more obscure Haitian and African Loa.
It is true that Dr. John did say that he's most interested in the voodoo of New Orleans.
With Haitian voodoo, but that is not really my area.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
I used to have some antique African totem masks, but they were on the point of disintegration, so I removed them.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, that's fair. This say anything to you?
Look familiar to you?
Where did you get that?
You do recognize it then?
I have never seen it before in my life.
Are you sure about this pattern?
I am sure, Mr. Knight.
I do think someone's lying. Okay,
A sign on the front door of Magenta's home reads.
Okay, so she will be back on June
I knew you'd miss
22nd.
me, so I came back.
Really?
Oh, yes. Stop your weird quibbling. I wish to check the date on the paper. June 20th. I can't remember if 20th was when the Overlook opened. A black shirt?
I might be able to use this black shirt.
Okay, fair enough. So black shirt and shirt and gel. Okay, so
The sign says the Overlook.
no. The Overlook opens tomorrow, unfortunately.
I don't need to go visit.
Okay, so no visiting the family tomb. Okay, we'll just check the Getty tomb and... Oh.
Malia?
Mr. Knight, what are you doing here?
My family's tomb is here.
Mine too.
Unnoticed. Subtle.
Well, Mr. Knight, if there's nothing else...
Oh, nothing else.
Don't go. I need to talk to you.
Oh, yes.
Whatever
Grab
for.
the woman.
I can't stop thinking about you. I bet in your thoughts too, I can see it in your eyes.
Mr. Knight, you don't know anything about me. I'm not in a position to get involved.
I've said that a million times myself, but this is different. I think we both know we can't fight it. Oh, I can't believe I'm saying this.
I have so many obligations. My family is very traditional. You wouldn't understand.
Hey, I love tradition. I've seen Fiddler on the Roof 100 times.
This isn't a musical, Mr. Knight. We live in different worlds.
Look, I know you got more money than God. Do you think I care? Do you think that's why I'm saying this?
No.
I know you've got more money than
Why don't you
God.
come see my world? I've got a little bookshop, St. George's on Bourbon.
I know.
See, I knew it. You're crazy about me too. Come by tonight.
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Please.
Fair enough.
My world isn't so bad.
But,
I'm sorry.
you know,
But there's no place for someone
I think
like
I might
you
have
in
more
my
money
life.
than God.
Not now.
Not
not
that I
ever.
actually believe in a God.
Damn it.
I can't believe that God would be very, you know, wealthy. I can't believe in an affluent God. I can believe in affluent religions. I can believe in affluent churches. I can't really believe in an affluent God. Or a God anyway, but you know what I mean. Anyway, this will be the cutoff point for this episode. And thank you for joining me again for this time. And join me again next time when we hopefully make some actual progress during this day and figure out where the shirt and gel combo's going. That'll be a hoot and a holler. Until then, goodbye.